Imagine the money it takes to build a single game over an entire decade.
The expectations are so massive for this.
Over $2 billion in production, thousands of developers, years of total secrecy. Now imagine losing more than that entire fortune in just 48 hours. Not to a lawsuit, not to a cancelled launch, to a handful of leaked video clips. That's what happened to Take-Two Interactive this week. An anonymous account calling itself CyberLeek posted gameplay footage of Grand Theft Auto 6, and within 2 days, Take-Two's stock fell from around $248 a share to under $232, wiping out roughly $2.8 billion in market value. Here's what makes this stranger. This isn't even the first GTA 6 leak. In 2022, 90 clips hit the internet in one of the biggest breaches in gaming history, and Take-Two's own CEO said it had zero financial impact. Same crime, 4 years apart. One cost nothing, the other cost billions. This isn't really a video about a leaked video game. It's about why the same act of theft can be worth nothing one year and billions the next, and who's actually profiting while Rockstar cleans up the mess. Let's do the math on the most expensive leak in gaming history. Grand Theft Auto 6 launches November 19, 2026, priced at $79.99, the highest launch price in franchise history, and for the first time, digital only, no disc. Rockstar's plan was a tightly controlled reveal through a Netflix special on August 27th. CyberLeek broke that plan 9 days early. Starting August 18th, low-res clips began spreading. Jason driving through a fictional Florida called Leonida, flying a plane over the full map, even shooting bullets into a wall to spell out leak, proof he was playing a real, working build. Take-Two responded with a wave of copyright takedowns, which, if you think about it, is itself a confession. You don't take down footage that isn't real. Then CyberLeek published a list of demands called the CyberLeek Edict, demanding a public apology, no digital-only pre-orders, no paid Day 1 DLC, and a guaranteed offline mode, refusing to stop until those demands are met. Framed as a consumer rights crusade, and under every clip, a watermark promoting a cryptocurrency. Keep that in mind, it matters more than anything else in this story. Back in 2022, a hacker breached Rockstar's servers and dumped 90 clips plus source code online. At the time, the worst leak in the studio's history. Rockstar confirmed it. CEO Strauss Zelnick called it upsetting, but said it had no measurable effect on the company's finances. The stock barely moved. This week, a fraction of that footage triggered a multi-billion-dollar drop. Why the difference? Timing. In 2022, GTA 6 had no release date, no price, no pre-order campaign riding on the hype. In 2026, it's 89 days from launch, sitting on record pre-orders, with next year's entire investor narrative built around this release landing perfectly. A leak in year one is noise. A leak 90 days out is a direct hit to the story Wall Street was promised. The value of a leak was never about what leaked. It's about how close it lands to the payoff. Now the numbers. On August 18th, Take-Two shares traded around $248. Within 48 hours, they'd fallen to roughly $232, about $15 a share. Multiply that across close to 187 million shares outstanding, and you get a market value loss of $2.8 to $3 billion. Put that in a shape you can picture. At $79.99 a copy, $2.8 billion is the equivalent of 35 million game sales, gone, before a single copy has shipped. Take-Two's overall market cap still sits above $40 billion, so this isn't existential. Wall Street mostly shrugged, with shares already finding a floor back near $240, and the average analyst price target still sitting nearly 24% above current levels. Industry estimates put GTA 6's total development cost north of $2 billion, built up over more than a decade. This week's stock swing alone is roughly equal to wiping out that entire production budget, in market value, in 48 hours, over a few low-resolution clips. 2 days into the leak, a second group surfaced with screenshots from an April 2026 build. Rockstar wasn't just managing damage anymore, they were fighting a multi-front breach. Take-Two immediately hit Microsoft, Discord, and GitHub with subpoenas to unmask the leakers. But CyberLeek escalated, claiming to hold a complete, playable build wired to a digital deadman switch. If CyberLeek goes dark or gets arrested, the entire game automatically dumps online. Rockstar has seen this before. The 2022 hacker was eventually traced to a UK teenager and sentenced. CyberLeek faces that same inevitable law enforcement dragnet, except this time they've wired the entire game to go down with them. And every dollar and executive hour spent on emergency subpoenas, threat mitigation, and crisis management is a distraction Rockstar simply didn't need 90 days from launch. So if Take-Two is out billions and Rockstar is out time and trust, who wins? Follow the watermark. Every CyberLeek clip promotes a cryptocurrency token tied to the campaign. Security researchers have flagged it as almost certainly a scam, riding the leak's attention rather than offering real value. The Consumer Rights Manifesto wasn't the business model, it was the hook. By tapping into real player frustration over $80 price tags and digital-only releases, CyberLeek turned gamer anger into free marketing. On their site, they ran token-gated polls, forcing users to spend CyberLeek tokens just to vote on upcoming clips. The real product was attention, converted into token volume and ad dollars. No storefront, no capital. Just a leaked build, a manifesto fans agreed with, and a wallet address. So here's where this lands. For Take-Two, this week proved that in the final stretch before launch, the company doesn't fully control its own story anymore. For Rockstar, it's another round in a fight against leaks that started in 2022 and, despite years of tightened security, just escalated into an all-out nuclear standoff. For CyberLeek, it was a business plan, zero production cost, a built-in audience primed to be furious at a billion-dollar publisher, a dead man's switch held over the studio's head, and a crypto token riding along for the payout. Here's the number that should stop you. Take-Two's stock still sits nearly 24% below where analysts expect it to land once GTA 6 ships, which means the billions that vanished this week are, on paper, expected to come right back the moment the game launches on November 19th. The leak didn't destroy value, it just moved it for a few weeks into the pocket of whoever controlled the footage first. Imagine the money it takes to build a game in total secrecy for over a decade. Now imagine watching someone else sell that secrecy back to the internet, one clip at a time, and getting paid for it before you do.